Hello, this is Fault Wolf off of PB Nation and M. Carter Brown. Today we are going to be putting together a Sheridan-based marker. Now, unfortunately I didn't have a valve tool for this, so we will not be going into the valve assembly yet. I will make another video when I purchase one. But as you can see from what I'm holding, you only really need three tools. You'll need a flathead screwdriver, a Allen wrench. Regretfully I do not know which size this is. It's one of those weird metric ones. And you'll need a pair of pliers. Now, we're going to start with the body first. This is a PMI 1 body, circa 1987, somewhere around that time. We're going to start with the feed plug. This goes into the front of the marker. It has the bead sight on it, which also keeps it into the body. Now you want to fit it in and turn it until you find the hole, like that. And it will thread directly into it. And this, you'll want the wrench, and this is basically the only time you need the wrench. Just give it a bit of a extra twist, and that'll keep it where it is. Now, you want the back sight. The back sight can be a real pain because the screws are just so short. Well, here, I'll show you. See, that's the whole thing, screws and all. They can fall out and they can be a nightmare to find. Other times they'll be rather easy, like this one apparently. Looks like the other one's going to be kind of a pain. These screws, I believe they are, I don't know the size of them regretfully. I thought I did, but I picked up a few extras at Ace Hardware one time, and they were not the right size, so I do not actually know. Now that we have those two parts on, you will want to put the bolt in. If you have the stock bolt, you will have to use another Allen wrench to actually screw out this part. This is the part that keeps the bolt in the marker, as well as when you pump the marker. This is what catches the hammer. Now I have a Speed Demon bolt, which it basically eliminates having to do that, and puts ball bearings in it to keep the bolt forward when you fire. This is pretty easy. Just click it down, turn it in, make sure that's not falling out, and it'll click in just fine. Now, don't worry if you have a Speed Demon bolt. You're going to have to work at it a bit. It's pretty hard to scratch the finish on the inside of these bodies, but generally after all this time they will have some. Okay, now you want the hammer. Hammer's pretty easy to figure out which part goes where. There's a lip on one end. This goes up. This goes furthest into the body. And on the other side there is this. It's actually what catches the sear. It's really just a little tiny insert. It's not threaded or anything as far as I can tell. It might have been in a past life. And you will fit it in with the lip going back towards the bolt, and it'll fall right in. You want your valve spring, velocity spring, which is just a standard Sheridan style. And I have a Cooper T rear velocity adjuster. It's basically the same as a normal backstop for these. It's just got the threaded hole for the screw. Well, of course, adjust velocity. Now, actually, hold off on that for a moment, because the way these Sheridans are held together, the back screw actually screws right into that part. So to make it a lot easier on yourself, you want to take the frame, and you will take your one and only Allen key, and screw it down into the body. There is a small insert in the body. You will see that rather easily. It kind of sticks out. That's what it threads into. No problems there. Don't force anything on these. Sheridans are getting a little bit harder to find, and since they are made of brass, they are softer. So doing that can and will hurt them. And trust me, the last thing you want to do is dent one of these bodies. Now that we have the back screw in, you can pull the front screw in. You can pull the back screw out of the frame, push the velocity adjuster, back cap, whatever you have, into it, and you want to just give it a few threads in with your hand so it won't fly out while you're screwing it in. I usually just hand tighten it first of all, so it's easier and faster, and then give it a few turns with an Allen key. Assuming I can actually get the Allen key in. Alright, there we go. Basically, for lube, I completely forgot to do that. Just, standard paintball marker lube I've been using. These things were built around the time where people used WD-40 and KY jelly, so they're pretty much indestructible. Now you want the feed cap. This is a rather simple part. As you can see on the body right here, there is a small indentation where it is cut out for the stopper on the feed cap. You just slide it in, turn it over, and it'll stay right where it is. Now you'll notice there is a hole in the back of that. Maybe you will, I don't know. Some of these do, some of them don't. Personally, I use this because my marker does not have a safety, unfortunately. So I just put a piece of tennis shoe wire tennis shoe string through that, and the laminated end fits just perfect into that. Now that also works really well when you're reloading in the middle of a game. You don't have to worry about falling and going, missing. Now we're going to start on the front tube assembly. This is what the 12 gram goes into. This is also the piercing rod, stuff like that. Now I do not have the original piercing rod. I have a Tasso fast changer, and this is the adapter. Generally, and so you just want to put that in. Generally, these fast changers, as they're named, is just for faster changing of the CO2 12 gram. As you can tell, the original ones had quite a few threads. Now, I've also gone ahead and done this. Again, a piece of fishing line. What the heck? A piece of shoestring does perfect for this. This is just so I can drop the plunger or the 12 gram rod, whatever you want to call it. This goes by both names, and it does not fall somewhere, and I have to search for it in the middle of the game while being shot at. Because we all know that's not fun. Now once that's seated, you can put 12 gram rod in there and screw it down. Now what that acts as is it just holds the 12 gram in. So here, I'll give you a demonstration here. This is a used 12 gram. It just sits in there like that. This all it does is push it against the piercing pin on the valve. It does not pierce it. You have to cock the marker, and generally what I would do is roll it over like this so you do not get paint fed into the barrel, and shoot it once. That will pierce the 12 gram. And then after that, the standard rock and cock. That's it. I hope this has helped. You will see this marker used in many of the FPS videos soon to come. It's finally starting to get warm again, assuming we won't have another ice storm randomly like we are currently experiencing. I hope this video, honestly, I do hope it has helped, and I will see you guys soon.